In today's tutorial, I will walk you through the video conferencing software Zoom application step by step. I'll show you how to record a meeting in Zoom using online and offline video and audio recording, and as well as how to use all of the Zoom applications, features, and hotkeys. Zoom is a free video conferencing software that is easy to set up and use for people of all skill levels. This software allows you to host or participate in online video conferences using your phone, tablets, laptops, or computers. This also enables online classes to remain productive, connected, and safe even when participants are not in the same room. Did you know that you can record both video and audio files in Zoom? In today's video, we'll go everything you need to know about recording meetings on Zoom. The first thing that we'll have to do is dive into our Zoom settings and make sure that we'll have access to recording capabilities. Once you're in the Zoom application, you're going to want to go to settings in the top right corner and we can find recording. Now, if you do not have this capability, well then, you'll have to go to the web interface and make sure that recording is switched on. There are two ways of recording files in Zoom. First, we can record locally, which means that it's recorded on our laptop or on our computer and we have a file to work with. Or, we can also record to the cloud and then it's stored on Zoom's cloud servers. I do not use that kind of functionality because I'm only using the free version of Zoom, and so I use local recorded file. Zoom does an incredible job at recording high quality audio and video whenever you do these recordings. Let's have a look at some of the available settings when recording video footage. Here, the first thing that we'll have to do is decide where are we going to store our recordings. You can leave that to the default, or you can choose a specific folder where your files are being stored. Do keep in mind that we're not just recording video files. Down below, you can see that we can also choose a location for the recording files after each recording. In some cases, you might prefer using this method, which means that every single recording you can manually pick and choose where that file is stored. The next one is to record a separate audio file for each of the participants. This is great when you're doing podcasts or when you need a high quality audio for each of your participants, and then everything is brought together, so basically you have a file for each of the participants. And then the number of options that you can take is you can optimize it for the video editors, which means it's going to record in higher quality. We also have here, you can also add timestamps. You can record the video during screen sharing, and you can also keep temporary recording files. As a teacher, this might be an advantage because that way, there is a temporary file. Let's say something happened during a class or something went wrong. Well, you have a record of that file. You have a file and you can dive into your temporary files and you can retrieve that recording. So, you don't have to worry about not having pressed that record button before your meeting started. Now, I'm going to leave the settings as they are and we're going to dive onto the Zoom meeting and look at how it works. So go ahead and close your settings and let's just start a new meeting. So, let's go ahead and join with the computer audio. Before we start our meeting, down at the bottom, you're going to find that record button, so let's go ahead and click on record. You can see in the top left corner, it is now recording. We have a number of options here. We can stop the recording or we can even pause the recording. and then the recording is paused. We can also stop the recording. Now, when you stop your recording but your meeting is still going on, well then, the file is not going to be converted yet. You can see a little notice here in the top corner. It will be converted to an MP4 file as soon as the meeting ends. That is, if I now choose to start up my recording again, it is going to generate a new file. So, I'm going to end this meeting and end it. There we go. We have finished. You can see it's now converting that file and it opens up the folder where my recordings have been stored. What I really like the way Zoom records is that I get an MP4 file and this is all the information, both audio and video. But I also get that audio only file. In some cases, all you need is just an audio file. Let's say a podcast, or you're trying to do a special series and you want to share out the audio with your students. Then well, this gives you that audio file as well. Now, back into our program, let's have a look at some of our previous meetings. Let's say I can't remember where the files are stored, or I forgot to save them somewhere else, or copy them. We can open up Zoom and then at the top, we can select meetings. When I go to meetings, I have two options. I have upcoming meetings and also I have recorded meetings. When I go to recorded meetings, I get those same options. I can open up the files. I can play the entire meeting. I can play the audio only, or I can delete all my files. This is incredibly useful when you run multiple classes a day and at the end of the day you want to pick and choose which audio files or video files you then want to collate and share out with your students. I hope that you have learned something from this tutorial. Till our next video. Goodbye!